Okay, so to start our picture within a picture, you're going to find the butterfly picture on the server, drag it to your desktop like I have right here. I'm going to right click on it, open with Adobe Photoshop. It's going to automatically open this in Photoshop. Drag this out a little bit so I can see my butterfly. Now the first step, I need to get my rectangular marquee tool, which is right here. If you do not see it immediately, hold down on that drop down menu and it's the top one. I'm going to draw a rectangle around my butterfly. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because next I'm going to go up to Select, down to my Transform Selection tool. Once I do that, I'm able to stretch out my edges so that I have a nice little border around my butterfly. The Transform Selection tool also gives me the option of rotating, so I'm going to rotate my selection a little bit and move it to center it around the butterfly. Once I'm done with that, I'll hit the check mark or enter. Now it's ready to go. So I need to take the selection that I've made and put it on its own layer. So I'm going to hold down Command J. Now over here on our layers palette, we have a new layer with that new selection on it. And I'm going to add a border around it. So to do that, I need to go to the effects or my layer style palette. So I'm going to double click on that layer and my layer styles will pop up. First step is to add a stroke. Stroke is the second option down, so I'll click on that. And you'll see right here it's automatically added a little border around it, but I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. I'm going to increase my size to 13. I'm going to position it on the inside so it stays a little bit nicer on the page and makes it square. Then I'm going to change my color to white to make it very contrasty. I'll hit OK right there. The next step is to add a drop shadow. Drop shadow is the last option. So I'll click on drop shadow, and there it has a tiny little shadow. We're going to make it a little bit better. Our opacity, we're going to put at 60. Opacity makes it more see-through, so 60 keeps it just right. Our angle, we're going to put at 120, which brings it down to the right side. Then we're going to change our distance to 13 pixels. And you can see immediately the shadow has now come down a lot farther from that frame. But we're going to make the size a little bit different. We'll make that 10, which fades it out a little bit. So now I'm going to hit OK. Now, right away, we've got this picture within a picture, and the shadow makes it pop out like that. To make it even more pop out, we're going to make the background black and white. So to do that, we need to make a new background layer. We're going to use that same keystroke as before. So I'm going to click on my background layer on my layers palette, and then I'm going to hit Command J. Now I have a background copy layer. With that selected, I'm going to hit Shift Command U. So Shift Command U. That changed my background to black and white. Now this can be done on any picture or any layer. When you have that layer selected, it's Shift Command U to make it black and white. So now we have our picture within a picture.